Hey, it's Josh and Tommy back again at Watch Hill Proper. We are going to review the 2023 release of William Heavenhill. So this is their 10th edition. This is aged 17 years. It's called Small Batch. It's 120 proof. And on the back label, of course, William Heavenhill family tradition. It says Heavenhill corn whiskey supplied Bardstown's historic Talbot Tavern in the early 1800s. And the limestone spring William used to make his bourbon was the same spring that inspired our company's original name, the Old Heavenhill Springs Distillery. So this is the 10th edition, 32 barrels pulled from the first floor of Rickhouse 1G at our Burnham site in downtown Louisville. 17 years of aging. These barrels were selected for this limited edition offering and bottled at 120 proof.
Yeah, very interesting when they do those Burnham releases. Kind of the cave, rock, brick warehouse, which is cool. They have done a couple of the releases there. I know 7 was, and it was good. That was the first one that, well, they did 5 there, and then they did, I believe, 7. They age just different than they would out at the other Shenley or wherever on home base out at Heavenhill and Bardstown. They just age different, and I think that. I think the brick walls and that type of thing allows them to be able to do a 17, a 20, and where you're not getting all the fluctuations that you're getting out there. So I'm always curious when they do these 1G, or I think they have 1K also, but it should be interesting. I haven't had this
Plus
yet.
First floor, so.
First floor, that's why they can get away with 17. But like I say, they're not getting a whole lot of fluctuation in that. They're getting some, but they're not getting nearly what they get out in the standard rick houses that open air where they lift up the windows and let Mother Nature kind of take over. So it's interesting. We then did 5. 5 was probably done, let's see, it's been a couple years ago, but I have always wanted to ask this question, and I would always forget when I would be around, Denny Potter or Jody, to say, they did the mash bill on that was 75-13-12, and it was it was a 15 or whatever year. But that wouldn't have put you pre-96 with the fire. So it's like, did they go back and just do kind of a one-off or a one-week run of the old mash bill? Because pre-fire, Heavenhill's mash bill was 75-13-12. Then, of course, they changed it to 78-10-12 now. But I've always wanted to ask that question, and these are the 3 that they have done there. So they've all been pretty unique. I have tasted 5 and 7. I've not tasted this one yet.
So this should be the current mash bill.
This is the current mash bill.
This would have been distilled in 2006.
Yeah, something about that, yeah. So this would have been Parker. Would have distilled it, Parker, Craig. One of those would have distilled it.
Cool.
So.
All right, so on the nose.
Love the color. Beautiful, beautiful Heavenhill nose for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely golden.
Yeah, it's kind of a little darker
copper.
Than gold.
Would you call that copper?
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Man, that's a beautiful nose. Love that nose.
Yeah, now this is fruit. This is floral, fruity, a little bit of sweet.
We'll see if you get the sweet
on the nose.
Damn. Man. Come on.
That's your jam.
That is so good. I mean, it's big, but it's not overly big.
Well, that's hotter than 120.
Sweet. Kentucky hug. You're going to get the tingle. Yeah, that's really good. The nose is good. The nose is typical Heavenhill nose, but man, I'm a fan of the nose. That's a typical cinnamon that Heavenhill.
There's definitely cinnamon.
A lot of times I would, when I would teach their whiskeys, you get some almond. I don't get it.
I don't get almond.
I don't get as much almond as normal, like their 101, the red label. You get almond and some of their other expressions. Cinnamon always. It's
Definitely
just
gets
a telltale sign of Heavenhill whiskey is that cinnamon.
Because it's like
I love
eating
it.
a Red Hot.
It is.
It's got that tingle.
This is the finish on this is like eating 8 Red Hots.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because that's how I used to eat them, a whole box at a time. And you know.
Man.
Yeah.
That is, man. I know that you are not a complete Heavenhill guy. I have tried to convert him over the last couple years, but this is good whiskey.
It's good whiskey. It's night and day from some of the other stuff that we've had, in this taping session where this is a brighter whiskey. It's lighter.
Yeah.
From the mental image that I get, I think of more of like a meadow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like some of the other ones we're drinking, it's like you're in a dark dungeon, and you're in this deep hole, like this is
in
more,
the Raiders locker room or something.
Exactly. Like this is more, I don't know, it's pleasant. It's more pleasant. It's more typical of what you should expect from a bourbon.
I think man,
I'm still trying to pull out the note because a lot of times on Heavenhill, I get that grape Kool-Aid on a full proof. This is not grape Kool-Aid.
No, I don't get it at all. And I'm with you. I do think that on the Latch Craig barrel proofs that there is a grape Kool-Aid note on a lot of them. Not this. This just drinks different. The warehouse means something on this. This is 5 and 7 and now 10 have been done at Bernheim, and I think they stand out from the other 7.
I think if I go red, I get cinnamon. I get like cherry.
I don't get a lot of cherry because I can't discern cherry very well. I don't. A lot of people will, when they're in tastings, will say cherry. I don't get cherry a whole lot, but it must be there because I hear that note a lot. I don't get it a lot.
Not like fake red, like the real cherry.
Yeah.
Kind of like almost. So like different from grape, but more in the cherry family.
I mean, I can see that. I don't get it a whole lot, but I do get there's some fruit.
There's
some
something
sweet.
else there. I can't pull it out. I don't know. It's not really orange, but it's kind of like orange. I think
Heavenhill has some orange notes to some of their expressions.
There's a fruit there that I'm not identifying that it's in there, but it's not overly sweet. It's not a brown sugar vanilla bourbon. It is. Like I said, it's a bright.
It's really good. It's really good. If you can find this for the, SRP, it's like $99 SRP. If you could find it, buy a case.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I think so. I think these come out at $99.
You ain't never gonna find it.
No, you're not gonna find it for $99. I'm just saying, if you were to stumble upon,
no.
Hickville, USA, and they go, well, we got a couple cases of this.
No.
Buy it all.
Well, plus only 32 barrels. Those are probably at 17 years, we're talking maybe they were half full-ish,
Yeah.
so you're looking at like 16 full barrels, so this is short.
One of their releases on this, I don't remember, I wish I should have looked it up, was like 5 barrels.
Yeah.
One of their releases. I think it was like number 2 or 3.
Number 1 was...
Was it 1? It may have been.
1 was nothing.
It may have been. I don't know. I can't remember which one it was, but...
That's why it's so hard to find.
Yeah.
The first expression.
And we have quite a few of those.
We have 5 or 6 of these.
5 or 6 of these.
Yeah, we don't have all of them.
It's good. This needs to be on my bar at home for sure. I need to find one of these because
one of 16. Do math real quick in my head. I'm gonna say like 4,000 bottles.
Probably
Ballpark.
nationwide. Yeah.
So like,
good luck.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Good luck. Yeah. Good luck. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Love the nose. I'm going 8. I'm going 8.3, 8.4, 8.5
Yeah,
on the nose.
it's not overly unique. It's
it's just standard.
Heavenhill.
But I mean, to me, if we're doing, and like I say, I have to question ourselves each time we do these. And remember that our baseline is 5.
Yeah, but I don't know that I'd even give it an 8.3.
On the nose, really?
Not going back to it. I'd have a hard time telling this nose apart from Elijah Craig. Just
What's
standard.
your nose? I'll say solid on my 8.3, but if you go 8,
I mean, I'm like an 8. I like, it's a good nose. It's not a bad nose.
What are you on the taste? I'm 8.6.
Yeah, of course, I'm probably 8.3, 8.4.
Okay.
Just because
I get it.
I like it. I like the dark sugars, the sweets,
Yeah.
things. This is
And on the finish, I'm a solid 8.5, 8.6 too.
yeah, I'm there too for sure.
Yeah.
The finish is fantastic.
It's fantastic.
But I
whiskey.
love the cinnamon, like the red hot, all
Yeah.
that.
I'm still
That's
getting
why
that.
I'm not a fan of like standard Elijah Craig, because you don't get that. You get it a little bit, but this is like
Oh no.
next
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, it is.
And so I'm gonna gravitate to something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
good.
love red hots. I love anything spicy, cinnamony.
Yeah, me too. I love cinnamon for sure. Cinnamon spicy, like you said.
So yeah. So what? 8.4?
8.4 is solid. Yeah, I think that's fair. If I was doing this alone, I would have been more probably 8.7. But no, I think an 8.4 is fine for this whiskey. It's 8.4 plus in my book, but it's very good.
Yeah.
Very
Oh
good.
no.
Nothing to disappoint.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and it's it's special stuff that you're not going to get.
right.
It's a unique taste, I think, because we struggled with just trying to pin it down as to some of these notes
Oh yeah,
because they're unfamiliar. It's not everyday stuff.
Yeah, some of the Heavenhill stuff, I've tasted it so much, it kind of second nature. This I haven't. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't
it's
take
different.
17-year-old whiskey from Heavenhill that's aged at Burnham very often. So it's kind of a unique experience for me also. It's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. Get your
Really
bottle.
good stuff. So 8.4 on
Solid
William
8.4.
Heavenhill 2023, and got to get your hands on some. If not, come on in, get you a pour.
Absolutely.
See you next time.
See ya. Hey guys, I'm Tommy. This is Josh. We're the owners of Watch Hill Proper. We are the largest American whiskey bar in the world. We're located in Louisville, Kentucky. We'd love for you guys to come out and visit us. We offer, elevated cuisine, great cocktail list, and the wall is what people show up to see.
Definitely can satisfy your palate from standpoint of whiskeys, different bourbons, different flights. You can make your own, but we have wines, cocktails. Michael Crouch is our chef.
I was going to say,
Amazing food. So we'd love to have you come out and visit. Join us for dinner, join us for a tasting. Check us out on the website, watchhillproper.com. You can make reservations. You can see our events that we have on the calendar, and we'd love to have you.